What's going on, YouTubers? It's the Natural Born Gorilla, and welcome everyone to Impact Wrestling Review, the show from, I believe, yes, February 22nd, 2020. Sorry, that was sent in the way there. Yes, February 22nd, 2020 pertains to Impact Wrestling Review, and Impact Plus and OVW, which is Ohio Valley Wrestling, presents Impact Sacrifice 2020. So they were in Louisville, Kentucky at the Davis Arena. Like I said, it pertains to Impact Wrestling and Ohio Valley Wrestling. Ohio Valley Wrestling. I don't know why I said O'Valley for. So let's get right to the show, folks. Your commentators were Josh Matthews. Yeah, Josh Matthews. And D'Lo Brown. I thought it was going to be Scott Demoy, but it was going to be D'Lo Brown instead. But before we get to the card itself, which I'm going to have a lot of discussion with that one too. First of all, the pre-shows, which I didn't know there was a pre-show. I guess because I didn't watch it live, I didn't know it was either it was aired on Impact Plus or they just didn't air it. But I guess in a way, because it wasn't aired on Impact Plus, because I haven't seen it, I guess it was just dark matches. But dark matches feature some guy named AJ Daniels. Yes, no, not AJ Styles, not even AJ Lee, but someone named by AJ Daniels. Who that is? I don't know. Maybe he's a combination of AJ Styles and Christopher Daniels mixed together. Except when it pertains to AJ Styles and Christopher Daniels, from AJ Styles you take away Styles, and then when it pertains to Christopher Daniels you take away Christopher, and then you put it together, and you got AJ Daniels. Just saying. But anyway, some guy named AJ Daniels, he defeated Des Moines Solavino. It lasted 5 minutes and 22 seconds. Does anyone care? Who cares, right? And then you got someone named Max the Impaler defeating someone named Callie Young, who's being accompanied by D'Lo 3. That's 4 minutes and 14 seconds. I don't know who these guys are, but maybe I'll look them up later on. Maybe I'll get a little more into that. Whatever. One moment. I got a notification here. Okay. All right. Okay. Don't care. Okay. Now let's get back to this. So the opening match, which I didn't have no idea what was going on because Impact Wrestling failed as they've done before in the past, failed to even plug or even advertise a match style that they decided to just add on here. So they added Rohit Raju of the Desi Squad versus Corey Storm. Match itself was decent. Rohit Raju won the match in 6 minutes and 30 seconds. Moving on. We get to the North, defend their Impact with basically Ethan Page and Josh Alexander, the North, the Impact World Tag Team Champions, as they defended against the Rascals, Trey and Wentz, before they advertised Dez and Wentz. But now it's Trey and Wentz. See what I mean by Impact Wrestling? Failed to back up their advertisements. But the match lasted 20 minutes and 16 seconds. This was a great match until the conclusion of the match. I was loving this match. This match could have been so stealer of the night for me. But what did they do? Swerve. They decided to have someone help the North to retain their tag titles in Rohit Raju. Why? I don't know. But then you got Josh Matthews on commentary saying, and I couldn't believe he said this, because the Desi Squad and the Rascals are having a program. Basically, they're having issues on Impact Wrestling. You know, basically, we're pertains to the Impact weekly television shows on Access TV. I see myself, since when? Oh, that's right. Another thing that Josh Matthews did is that he fucking spoiled another thing that's going to happen on Impact Wrestling. Even though it was taped, we don't know about it because he decided to just spoil it again. He's done it before. spoiling stuff that's supposed to be safe until we get to watch Impact Wrestling, because Impact Wrestling doesn't do live shows weekly. They take their shows and then they air it every Tuesday nights on Access TV. Why is this guy employed? He keeps spoiling some some rivalry, some videos that was just started this past week. And I apologize for giving this late review, but still, the thing with the Desier Squad and the Rascals just started this week, and then start weeks before this. So for those who watch weekly on Impact Wrestling, like me, with Josh Matthews saying, oh, they've been having issues on Impact Wrestling. No, they haven't. They didn't have issues until after the show. So once again, Josh Matthews spoiled the outcomes of what's going to happen after the show Sacrifice. Impact Wrestling needs to sacrifice Josh Matthews' job after this, but they're not going to anyways because they love Josh Matthews for a fucking reason. He is terrible. But I'll give him credit here. On the show here, he showed fire. He showed passion in the show because for once he wasn't boring. But at the same time, he needs to stop spoiling shit for those that didn't get a chance to watch Impact Wrestling's in the future to come of it. We're not there with Josh Matthews. We're not there to know about these things. And even if we were, you can't be just spoiling the programs that's gonna be coming in the future. Unbelievable. So yes, the North is retaining. Why did they need the help the North to beat the Rascals? Nothing against the Rascals. The Rascals they're great talents, but why the Rascals had to lose a match that way? You couldn't you couldn't just have the North just beat them clean. Ridiculous. Impact Wrestling did not fail to advertise this one though. Kiera Hogan in action. Good. She went up against someone named Ray Lane. I guess that's how I say her name. Ray Lane. I thought she was good. But yeah, Kiera Hogan and Ray Lane, I think they had a good match. And that's at 11 minutes and 5 seconds, excuse me. Yeah, they kept their word about Kiera Hogan, and by the way, Kiera Hogan's got a new haircut. Good, I love it. And by the way, not only she's the girl on fire, but she also the hottest flame. That's her new nickname. That's her new nickname now. I meant to say, excuse me. But yeah, this match was good. Kiera Hogan won clean, and I think she won very strongly in this match, so it was good. There's nothing too. Since to the show, they were all basically giving us heads up of why everything's going on Sacrifice at what pertains to having overdrive, or I forgot the event that they had on Twitch TV. I unfortunately get the opportunity to watch it because for one thing, the link to to Twitch TV wasn't working that good for me on my part. The match I saw was Madman Fulton versus someone, I can't remember who it was, but it didn't matter anyways because I decided to just turn off from there. Again, I think it was Madman Fulton. I can't remember, but I could swear it was someone with dreadlocks. But I couldn't watch it. I was getting frustrated. I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna watch it then. I'll do something else. I don't remember what I was doing after that, but I was getting frustrated. That Twitch TV wasn't working on my part of me watching that show that I plugged, where I was talking about Kiera Hogan. Where it says to Wrestling, give her a last minute added to her sacrifice here. So, but anyways, that's basically the gist of it. But anyways, yeah, I'm glad that Kiera Hogan won here too, by the way. Hopefully, they'll continue more of Kiera Hogan winning of a win streak on Impact TV, which they failed to do that too, because there was no Kiera Hogan on this past week on Impact Wrestling. I'll get to a review whenever I get a chance to do that too. So, Willie Mack versus Jay Bradley, 6 minutes and 13 seconds. It was decent. I wasn't into the match that much, but I thought it was decent. But Willie Mack won with a 6-star frog splash, a nice 6-star frog splash by the way to Jay Bradley. We got a tag team match that featured AC Romero and Larry D. Hey, if I remember, that Larry D works for Impact Wrestling. Now, I'm talking about Impact Wrestling. Routines and Impact Management, because they failed to have him be on Impact TV. But they go up against OE, which is Dave Christ and Mammoth Fulton being accompanied by Jake Christ. That's a 13 minutes of 46 seconds. This match was solid. This match was all over the place. The match itself, there were a few sloppy spots, and it was brutal for me to go through this match. I was just waiting for the end, basically. And in the end, it was AC Romero and Larry D winning the match. Obviously, they pinned Dave Chris because they're protecting Matt Fulton. And I apologize for that noise or whatever was going on there. Someone just want to speed up, whatever. Anyways, after the match, Jake Chris attacks, and the rest of OVE beats up on AC Romero and Larry D. And also, Dagger comes out. Dagger comes out to go after Jake Chris because they were scheduled to have a match on the show. And so they got AC Romero, Larry D, beat up David Chris and Mammoth Fulton out of the arena. We got to Dagger versus Jake Chris. That's a 16 minutes and 19 seconds. Good match. Very good match between the two. Both looked great. They made Dagger look strong in this match. Because they haven't been doing that lately on Impact TV, and they still continue to not put them strong too. In the end, it was Dagger getting the win over Jay Christ. So there you go. We got Joey Ryan defeating Johnny Swinger in part 2 of this match. That's 7 minutes and 29 seconds, and I skipped it because I don't care for the match. So moving on. Like I said before, I was going to watch the match because I don't care for these two. Fuck Joey Ryan. Fuck Johnny Swinger. Fuck the match. Didn't care to see it, so moving on. To Jordan Grace, defeating Havoc to retain her Impact and Knockouts Championship in 5 minutes and 35. No, it's 5 minutes and 34 seconds, but probably thinking so. What the fuck is the difference? Anyways, hey, 1 second is 1 second is a big difference. Just saying. But anyways, match itself. I had no expectations for this match. But after seeing this match between Jordan Grace and Havoc, they worked pretty well in the match. I thought they done pretty well. I wish it could have lasted longer. It should have lasted a little longer. And then in the end, Jordan Grace, I forgot what she did. She did a submission move to Havoc. It was a guillotine choke. And Havoc passed out. I thought they was gonna have her, I thought they was gonna have Su Young come out to distract Havoc, where Jordan Grace could still beat her. But instead, they had Jordan Grace beat Havoc clean, make her choke out, and that was it. That's the end of Havoc on the speed streak there. So yeah, Jordan Grace still retains. Good. And the match, I thought the match was good. We get to a Rhino. Uh-oh. Hold on a second, folks. Let me go back. Hold on a second. All right, we go. Okay, let me get back on track here. We get Rhino versus Moose. Match lasted 2 minutes and 26 seconds because Moose got himself disqualified. And Rhino got on the microphone and said, no, we're not going to end it this way. I didn't come all the way here just to win by the DQ. Let's make this a no disqualification match. So it ends up being a no disqualification match with Moose versus Rhino. 11 minutes and 49 seconds. And this match was pretty brutal. In a good way, though. In a very good way. With steel chairs, tables, the tables we saw at the very end, beating up each other out from the outside. Moose kept harassing Chris Harris, former America's Most Wanted, back in the days of TNA wrestling. He was a former tag team partner with James Storm. Basically Wildcat Chris Harris and Cowboy James Storm together, they were America's Most Wanted back in the days of TNA wrestling. And the reason why he was there is because they plug in TNA, Total Nonstop Action. There's No Place Like Home. That's going to be coming on April the 3rd. I think on the 3rd of April, but I know it's going to be on April though. So, but yeah, that was basically it. Well, that was basically what it was. Chris Harris was there. And Moose was bad mouthing him because they're going to do this whole thing where Moose is is trashing the TNA past wrestlers. I can't wait to see how they're going to do that one. Well, we already did kind of got a glimpse of that from this past week on Tuesday, and yeah, that's a good taste of it of what they just did there. For those who watched on Tuesday, but match itself was good. It was a good brutal match, really cute match. Hey, at least they didn't decide to make it really cute last minute. They decided to do it during the show. So. But in the end, it was Moose getting the win. I was shocked. I thought Ryan was going to get the win here, for they could do a rubber match in a way. But no, they had Moose go over Rhino with the no jackhammer needed spear through a table. There was a nice spot there that he did it to, and Moose got the win. So the best, the greatest sports athlete of all time gets over once again on Rhino. So. And finally, the main event, champion versus champion, non-title match. Just Adventure, the Impact World Champion versus Ace Austin, the Ace Division Champion, aka the X Division Championship. But that's at 18 minutes and 32 seconds. Great match, great match. There was one spot that was botched, but it didn't hurt the match at all. At the end of it, it was still a great match between Just Adventure and Ace Austin. In the end, Just Adventure got the win over Ace Austin. And yeah, it just shows that the Impact World Champion is better than the X Division Champion. A woman is better than a man in Impact Wrestling. That's basically what this just was. And that was the show. Now, I gotta see something here, folks. Give me one moment. Just give me one moment. Okay. Swerve of the Night has it goes to this unannouncing advertising of Rick Bonjour versus Corey Storm. Shock of the Night had to go to seeing Chris Harris there. I was shocked to see Cowboy Chris Harris in the show. Oh no, sorry. That's actually Moment of the Night. I read it wrong. I skipped it. I meant to say Shock of the Night was Havoc, the way she lost against Jordan Grace. That's what I meant to say. Shock of the Night. So my apologies for that. I apologize. Promo of the night had to go to Moose with his fiery promo where it gets to Rhino. I thought that was a very good promo. Because first he was all calm, and also he starts shouting at Rhino for interrupting him of his massage. So he was very passionate with that promo, like holy crap, like. Because I was going to give it to Ace Romero. I mean not Ace Romero, Ace Austin meant to say, because of the whole Scott Steiner, recycling promo, what pertains to to standard math, that whole thing. But yeah, I'm gonna go with Moose because of his fire promo that he did to what pertains to his issues with Rhino. A video promo tonight going to be Impact Wrestling plug-in Lockdown, the return of Lockdown. Can't wait for it. It's gonna be on Impact Plus, by the way. It's like one of the regular Impact pay-per-views, which is disappointing, but it's gonna be on Impact Plus. So I guess that's gonna be the thing now. They're gonna be doing like a sacrifice, no surrender, and in other past Impact Wrestling shows, pay-per-views basically on Impact Plus. Lockdown's gonna be one of them. Hopefully, Destination X is one of them too. Why not? So Lockdown, the way they did the video package that, to showcase how the match is dangerous. Lockdown. So there you go. Hopefully they'll do Lethal Lockdown, by the way. The match Lethal Lockdown, which means they they have basically Lethal Lockdown is shades of War Games. That's basically what Lethal Lockdown is. Which back in the days of TNA was so brutal back in those days, and I mean that in a good way. So. Moment of the night, now moment of the night. Wildcat Chris Harris meant to say was there at the show. Ace looks good. he look like he's never aged. I mean, he's got a few braids, but it's not that bad. But he look like he never aged. And I don't know if he's still in good shape. That's I saw. He was not in good shape. Last time I saw him on TV, which is the TNA wrestler at the time. But hopefully he looks good. But he looks good though on the way based on how I saw it. So entrance of the night. At first I was gonna give it to OVE. Because with them coming out together and everything, basically represents a tag team match and everything. A combination of their gears that were in for the entrance. But I'm gonna give the Havoc because Havoc's entrance, I always love her entrance and everything. So that to me stand out more than anyone else's entrance. So Havoc's entrance is more entrance of the night. Move of the night, AC Romero's suicide dive. A guy who's large. He did a suicide dive to Matt Fulton, and it was great. So I'm gonna give him props for that one. Move of the night for that one. Finish of the night. I had to go to. At first, I was gonna give it to Kiera Hogan, or just to her face the music, which is the fisherman buster neckbreaker combo type of way into a bridge. And then I was going to give it to William Mack, who pertains to his 6-star frog splash. But because of Moose's no jackhammer spear to Rhino to a table in the corner, which was good, that's what I'm going to give it to Moose. No jackhammer spear as finisher of the night. Performance of the night. I was going to give it to Kiera Hogan because of her performance on the match with what was her name again? Ray Lane. Yeah, Ray Lane. But because, and also originally I was originally going to give it to Corey Storm. But then I saw Carol's performance, so I gave it to her. So and then someone else ends up being a great performer in the match, which was Daga. So Daga is performance of the night for Sacrifice. So sorry to Carol Logan, but Daga really stepped up his game. And actually should. So. Show stealer of the night, Tessa Blanchard versus Ace Austin. That was the show stealer of the night. I was gonna go with the tag team title match, where it's to the North versus the Rascals, but because of that stupid finish ending that they did, I can't do it. I'm sorry. I thought that was fucking stupid. Blue match of the night, obviously, no disqualification match between Moose and Rhino. Now, originally, I was gonna give it to AC Romero and Larry D versus OVE, which is Dave Christian and Fulton. But because this match happened between Moose and Rhino, when it pertains to no rules, where it pertains to what is in there, I gotta give this match, blue match of the night to Moose and Rhino. So this was blue match of the night in a good way. And finally, match of the night, to me, match of the night was Daga versus Jay Christ. That was match of the night to me. And my overall rating for the show for Impact Wrestling, for Impact Sacrifice for 2020, I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. And that being said, thank you all for watching for It's Natural. In fact, I'll give it 8.5 out of 10. 8, yeah, I'll go with that one instead. 8.5 out of 10. Good show. So that being said, thank you all for watching for It's Natural Born Driller, saying peace on the streets. This was your Impact Wrestling review, where it pertains to Impact Plus and OVW, O'Reilly Valley Wrestling presents Impact Sacrifice 2020, the show that took place from February 26th. What was it, 26th? Now I keep forgetting the date. No, February 22nd, 2020. So until next time, folks, we'll see Impact Wrestling review, which I'll do that eventually. Maybe I'll do it tomorrow. But for now, y'all stay in peace, stay well, stay safe. I'm out here. Y'all